Hey, what's up? The Brew Dude is back here with another beer. So I have this beer from Three Weavers, another local brew. It's called Little Green Room. It's a Bohemian Pilsner at 5.2% alcohol by volume. Apparently, I was reading this label and I looked it up a little bit. It talks about how it says it was inspired by a trip that they took to Czech Republic. The Little Green Room is an immensely crushable, crispy Bohemian Pilsner of our dreams. So apparently the personnel at Three Weavers took a trip to Czech Republic and decided to, hey, let's go ahead and gather up all the fun we had and everything, our vacation, and put it in a beer. I don't know about you guys, but I think that's awesome. So it's a Bohemian Pilsner, Little Green Room, awesome art. I don't know why I always have trouble opening these cans. Wow, that smells amazing. Well, yeah, it smells really, really good. Grainy, a lot of grain, some hops into some nice, noble, sweet-smelling hops. Nothing tropical, nothing citrus, just very noble. But you can tell there's hops in there. You can tell that grain in there. The carbonation on it, it looks pretty damn good. So it's going to be probably crispy. I'm sure it's going to be nice and crisp. Tasting the head itself, you can taste a little bit of that 5.2% alcohol by volume. I probably poured it a little bit too vigorously. But I think we're good. Oh, yeah. In some cases, Bohemian Pilsners, what you're looking for is a crisp, some nice carbonation. It's not always going to be light. They're not always going to be light. On the contrary, you look at it and you're like, oh, that's a nice clear beer. But in reality, only because they're clear doesn't mean the body's not full or anything, right? You can have a nice clear beer with a full flavored beer. Anyway, carbonation should be nice and crisp, kind of biting on the tongue. You should probably have a little bit of hops, medium to high hops. Definitely you should be tasting some of those grains in there. Nothing watery. That's not what you're looking for. We're not talking about, this is not a light beer. It's a Pilsner. Czech-inspired Pilsner. Check that out. There's definitely a lot of sediment in there. Like I said, I moved it around, so it's definitely not a specifically... I'm sure that you can get it nice and clear if you just let it sit in the cooler for a long time. But in my case, I kind of shifted it a little bit, which I don't mind. I'm not always against. I'm not one of those people who are just like, well, that beer's not clear, I'm not gonna drink it. It doesn't matter. Honestly, to me, even if I had to drink a martini or something, I like the dirty martinis. In some cases, you might even want to go for a filthy martini. And if you don't know what a filthy martini is, then you shouldn't be drinking one. It smells amazing. Look at that. The head on this is like meringue. Look at that. You can literally use that, bake a nice lemon meringue pie or something. Time to drink. Crisp, a nice carbonation bite. All that at the beginning. Not a lot of flavor directly at the beginning. Mid-range. The bitterness of the hops are starting to come in. They get to about medium. And then you get accompanied with a little bit more of the hop flavors rather than like hop aromas. You get some of that hop flavor in there, and it ends off just nice and grainy. The type of grain is more like a musty kind of a grain bed that you might find like at maybe a grain mill. Maybe you went to a farm or something, right? And so I'm like, hey, go get some of that feed. And you got some feed, and you get that nice musty dirt, earthy like aroma. That's what I'm getting with this. Even in here, it's like there's some sweetness, but a lot of it is grain. That's really good. It's it must have been a great vacation. If this is what's summing up that Little Green Room in the Czech Republic for these gentlemen or whatever crew there is, man, it must have been a really great trip. I enjoy it. It's a very solid beer from the beginning to the end. A lot of times you get disappointed in some pilsners and stuff, but this one's a really good one. If you're ever in the area, it's in Inglewood. It's called Three Weavers. Like I said, they're I don't want to say they're new, but they're newer in the game here, especially in Inglewood, like the first brewery or whatever it was. They were looking for a spot, finally settled there. They did it. They have a nice, awesome tap room. They have a nice seating area. You can play games. You can drink beer. You can bring food. There's sometimes trucks or whatever. Do what you want to do. But if you're out here in Los Angeles, visit Three Weavers. I can drink this like water, man. It doesn't taste like water, but it's so refreshing. It's such a good beer that you just want to continue drinking it. I'm going to go ahead and finish this. But thank you for watching, subscribing, and liking. And with that said, the Brew Dude is out.